Hi everyone and welcome back to our new series 100 plus machine learning projects methodology and data flow explanation series. In this video we are basically going to explaining here the project number 2 from multiples of 100 plus data science project series by knowledge sector. And our project name is book recommendation system using Pythons. Let us start our journey. You can also go and check out the playlist from our YouTube channels. Now let us start explaining our methodology and the data flow summary of the book recommendation system using Pythons. I basically dividing this video into two parts, mean two sections. The first part we basically have the training part, and second part we basically have the recommendations or the prediction, or you can say inference part. The first part is training or matrix initialization phase data flow. Why it is called the matrix initializations? Because this is nothing but one kind of recommendation system. That's why. Let's see our methods and the data flow summary. So first what we basically have one raw CSV data sets, mean the comma separated below data sets. And the data set have several types of column like the book ID, mean the ID of the book, the title of the book, the author of the book, and also the average rating that is given by the users. Now, based on this rating, I can easily make in here and recommending systems. Let's say which book have the good rating, which book have the bad rating. Cool. Then after that, we are basically going to using here the Python pandas library in order to loading here the CSV file from our directory. And our data set is basically loading in the form of data because it has several types of columns. So you can do create the data frame and also the type conventions of average rating to numeric, because the average rating is basically coming in the form of the string. So you need to also convert them into the numerical. Why numerical? Because average rating cannot be any string. If the rating, let's say 4.5 or let's say 4.6 out of 5, so I cannot take it this 4.5 or 4.6 into any string. Okay, that's why we are basically going to do that. Okay, and after that we basically have the most important part that's called a feature, the fusions. So this part it basically combining here some of the separated text column into an metadata block. See, that's called a metadata block. So in the metadata, what we basically have the titles, the authors, and after that, we are basically stringing them into one single column. That's called the book content. It means that in our book content, we have the titles and also the author name. Let's say the book name is The Shining. Okay, so author name is Stephen King. So what we basically do, we are basically going to combining here the book name, the title of the book, and as well as the author name. And after that, what we can basically do, we are going to apply here the text vectorization technique that's called TF-IDF vectorizers, so that we can basically put all the word into one kind of vector, because we know that our computers or the machine learning model unable to process the word directly, or to convert them into some of the numerical format. That's why the TF-IDF vectorizers. So what it can do basically, first it will try to converting the word, the meaningful word, into some kind of tokens like the or let's say and let's say is. It will try to basically creating here and list of the vocabulary. Okay, and it removing the English stop word. Stop word mean, let's say in, let's say the, this kind of stop word or prepositions, it's basically going to remove them. And also calculating the term importance. It means that which word or which word distributions have the rewording word is basically unique to a specific book, or the penalize the word is basically common across the world. It means that if the word is common, very common, and it is repeated again and again, it will simply going to remove the word. Okay, and after that, what we need to do, we need to change the data state, change the data state. Okay, okay, not state, actually it should be state. It basically change. After that, you need to do the change of the data state. Okay, so it basically converting here the array of text, like this is the array of text of term frequency inverse document frequency. From the text like the and is, this kind of word, into a massive TF-IDF sparse matrix. Sparse matrix is called that sparse matrix. Okay, sorry, I hope so the internet connection is gone. Okay, it's coming up again. So what it basically do, it will try to creating here an sparse matrix. Now what these sparse matrix have? The sparse matrix basically have one row, one column, and also have the value. So what this row is basically represents? They represent the total number of book it basically have in the database. Okay, and column is represent every unique vocabulary across the book when you basically combine the title and the authors. And value is basically have all the numerical coordinates. It's basically representing here the what important weight, which what is basically important for cases. Let's say I like the fiction or the science fiction book. Okay, so high any book is recommended to me, so all the book is coming from the science fiction sector. Okay, it means that all of the science fiction sector have one what important weight based on the users. Okay, cool. Then after that, what we are basically going to do, we are basically going to compute here and linear kernel. So linear kernel is also called that the similarity evaluations. It's also called the similarity evaluation. It's basically calculating the similarity. How it will basically calculate similarity? It will calculate in the similarity using uh, cosine similarity. Okay, like it's called the cosine similarity. You can say that the cosine similarity. It basically calculating the distance. Let's say we have one graph like that. Now we have some of the data point. Let's say this data point, 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 this data point. Now we have the another data point. Let's say here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. Okay. Now let's say those data point is basically for the, let's say, romantic movie. Okay, there's a romantic types of books, and those books are basically for the fiction. Okay, I mean the science fictions. Now I type here a book name which one is basically coming on here. I type a new book name coming on here. So what it basically do, it will try to calculating the distance from this data point to this data point and this data point to these data points. Now if this point is near to this point, it means that this book is go to these sections. It means that these sections, otherwise this book is go to this section. It's called the romantic book. Okay, so this is how the cosine similarity is basically work. And then after that, we are basically computing the dot product of the TF-IDF matrix itself. Okay, dot products. So it's basically an matrix against itself and calculating the cosine similarity. Cosine similarity means that dot product of the normal specters. And this measures the geometrical angle between the two vectors that I already showed you before. Okay, and after that, what I can do, we are basically have our final matrix, and it will generating here an n cross n matrix, uh, basically the total number of book. And after that, we checking the cosine similarity matrix, and shape is basically number of books into the number of books itself. And each cell we have the I and j, and I and j is basically containing the similarity score, which is from 0.0 to 1.0, because you already normalized the thing. Now, after that, what we have, we basically have our recommendations. So in the recommendation phase, what we have, we basically have one input book title. Let's say Sam Waltz or Walton Met in America. This is the book name. So what happened to this string? In this string, first it will try for the index lookup. Index lookup means in your actual data set, what is the index of this book name? Okay. And then after that, it will checking this. If it is available, it will scanning the data frame to find the integer row index and matching the titles. It means that based on the index id, it will try to check the title. If the book title is similar, it means that if your book name is already in your database, then it can recommend, otherwise not. And after that, it will try to starting the row, and starting the corresponding row array from the pre-compute mean the cosine similarity matrices. Now based on this book, it will try to calculate it. We already calculating the cosine similarity. Okay, like this one, okay, this one. Okay, This is also one kind of recommendations. Okay, and after that it will enumerate and try to give here and list of tuple pair where you basically have the our data frame index, our similarity score. Now for the each of the single book in the database is related to an input book. Okay, because if I see this kind of data set, if I taking here, try to plotting here this entire data set, we basically have the multiple number of data point. We have the multiple number of data point like that. Okay, this data point is for white, this data point for the actually the blue. Let's say we have another data point, let's say this data point for the green. Okay, multiple number of data point, we basically have our book. Okay, we basically have our book. Let's say this is the data point, this is data point. Let's say another data point, let's say here. Now we have the multiple number of books. Now one new data point, how it is basically coming, let's say this is a new data point. Now this is the new data point. Now this is the new data point. So what the cosine similarity basically does, it will try to calculating the length or distance from each data point, this input data point, this input data point to the existing one. Okay, then after that what we have our some of the similarity score. We have our similarity score. The similarity score is nothing but our distance itself. That's our cosine similarity distance. If the distance is basically less, it means that this movie is related to these sections. If the distance is too far, it means that this movie is not related to these sections. Okay, now, after that, we are basically sorting the list of tuple in descending order so that you can see the similar distribution on that, and slicing and filtering from the actual database or data frame. And then we are going to using the ilog so that we can basically match some of the 10 stacked book from the rows. And after that, we see the final output in the contextual similarity book record to the users. This is how the book recommendation system it basically work. If I give you one summary, if I give you one summary, the exact summary is of this book recommendation system is basically first we need to load here our data set. We need to have a load here our data set. After loading data set, we are need to basically combine based on the title and also the author or the rating. Okay, now after that we are going to apply here the feature extraction technique like TF-IDF vectorizers, and then from these we are need to calculate here the cosine similarity. But before that, it also make it here in a sparse matrix, then the cosine similarity, and after that we need to creating here an recommendation engine. Okay, to creating here a recommendation engine. Those are basically nothing but the actual step for creating the book recording system. Okay, okay, that's all from my side. So I'll highly request everyone, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Okay, because channel is going down today because I don't know why. I'm just getting here some low view. Okay, please support us so that we get the more views. Okay, thank you and bye bye.